September 9th, 2019, just a little after 10 p.m. Got the moon at 91%, and it is amazing. It was amazing looking tonight, so definitely had to film. It's been a while. Tonight's clear skies, super clear. We'll zoom in here momentarily. Still need to get a wider angle eyepiece. Probably a 32 would do the trick, or something like that. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, so let's go in for a little zoom and try to get that brightness out of there. We'll start on the south side like I tend to do most of the time, it seems. So we got Tycho Crater there in the center, real bright tonight. Let's go ahead and start there and work our way around. So there we are, 4 times zoom on the phone. You can see the atmospherics are, man, they are very calm tonight. Holy shit. Very, very calm. So, that is cool, man. This is probably the calmest I've seen it, because you can see on the edges of the moon it's very, very, it's very calm and not a lot of movement, so this is great. I'm going to focus just a little bit. Alright. Now, we had something go by, but doesn't matter at this point because it was so quick. But there is Tycho Crater. We've got a little more zoom, but let's see if it's gonna make it. No, I have it set for here. So, what is that? Let me see. It's probably somewhere around 14 millimeter. I would guesstimate. So that's about the max zoom we'll do tonight. But that's pretty good. So we'll zoom out of Tycho Crater. We'll stay in 4 times zoom. Of course, I'm going to have to focus. So we'll move this direction and see what we got. I've got a few places pinpointed that we'll definitely check out. I haven't looked at for a while. That gives you a better idea on the atmospherics around the edge of the moon there. Hey. Let's back out just a little bit. Skim across this, well, it's technically the west side. This is a mirrored image. Let's see if I can't refocus that a little bit. upper right corner is a really cool spot when the Terminator line is a little, well, let me say it this way, the moon's less illuminated. The Terminator line causes a lot of really cool shadows and stuff on there. I'll show you there I'm talking about here in just a moment. Something I'm going to go zoom in on in this large oval shaped crater, so let's do that. As much zoom as we can get. And then refocus. Can't quite make it out, but there's a couple of things in there that just kind of caught my eye. Just not going to be able to pinpoint what it is, but you can see the lower half of the oval crater on either side. There's like an S-shaped trench possibly, and then the other side from that I can't really tell. Just, I don't know, something that caught my eye. So we'll go back to the spot I was just talking about, which is basically centered right now. And that's a really cool spot. Love that spot. Don't really know what to say. Just some ridges and stuff, but it leaves a really neat look. You can see a couple of real dark shadows in that area. Got a slight amount of drift. I am on a lunar tracking rate. Did my star align, so should be looking pretty good. Just very minimal amounts of movement. Let's go zoom in on this because I always do. One of my favorite places to look at. And the reason being is because whether they be natural or not, you've got a line, you've got some structures in there that go in a line and then make a right turn. In reality, it's left. Like I said, this is a mirrored image. The left and right are switched. So yeah, that's a nice spot. And then down below you can see all those little, we'll call them craters, all in the sea here. And you can see coming into dead center, well, slightly off of center, but everything really on the edge of the moon. Very strange looking. One of the many reasons I love the moon, man, because you look at it and you're just like, what is going on here? There's all kinds of cool stuff, so. Yeah, we got some wicked looking stuff up here. Look at all this stuff on the Terminator line, and it's like these really sharp looking things sticking out. I think we're kind of on our max zoom pretty much. I can get you in a little bit. That's primarily what I'm talking about. Excuse me for the black corner in the upper left, but still you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Super cool. So let's take that away because no one wants to see that business. And we'll zoom back out a little bit. Sorry, all my zooms and focuses are manual, so unfortunately there is some shakiness. Now look at this area, man. This is what I am talking about. Look at that. Holy shit. Unbelievable, dude. I mean, what an unbelievable picture that is. So let's zoom in a little bit and see if we can pick it up a little bit better. Okay. Absolutely awesome, man. Really a trip. Hoping this full moon will be as clear as tonight. My gosh, that would be awesome, man. This is the clearest night I have probably had filming ever. I hear that's to be expected during the winter months, and I'm cool with that, man, you know. Finally able to start seeing Mercury with the naked eye. Pretty decent amount of time after the sun sets, so I'll start getting that on film. I've got it on there once. I may throw the clip on. Got this real long strip of more lit, being more lit of an area than the surrounding area or environment, so it's like really strange. But coming up to the center, that's really a strange area right there. Let's try to zoom in a little bit, even though we know the corner gets black. If I can get it to go down. Nah, we're not gonna do that. That's about the best we're gonna get it. It's wild looking. Wow. Huh. I can honestly say this area right here does not ring a bell. It has been, I've had a long couple of weeks painting the house, and I've had a really long last week. It's been rough. But I still, man, I'm telling you, I don't remember seeing this one, so let's see. Really a just beautiful area. Two crater areas with some valleys of some kind running down into it. Super cool looking spot, man. Shit. I just will take the pictures off the computer. Had to stop by and check this out. That is super cool, man. That is cool. Let's move on. There we go. There we went a bird about 1432. Can tell. I've seen so many damn birds. All right. Definite area of interest. And I think we all know where I'm going to go with this, which is going to be that, but let me refocus. It ain't going to be the prettiest thing you've ever seen. That's pretty damn clear for that close of zoom. You can see that we've got a lit structure coming out of the dark part of that crater. I find that strange because everything else in there is dark, and this thing is just sticking way up right in the middle. So, super strange. You also got that whole entire backside of what I'll call the crater that is... Oh, sorry about that. I'm trying to move it slowly so I can not drift. But yeah, that whole backside there that seems lit as well is just... It's a strange thing to look at. So, there's a nice close-up view. Don't know what that is. Coming back up to Tycho there, where we started, so now we'll go the other direction, and I'm sorry, Tycho's coming up now. Sorry. Okay. So now we're getting to where we started, officially, and we'll go back, kind of start checking some stuff out. I'm telling you, I mean, the absolute clearest I've ever seen the moon. Take a quick stop at the mazes, as I call them. These are a trip, dude. You've got those two really lit. I don't think they're craters. I think they're probably bases of some kind. That's my personal opinion. I've seen a lot of things that lead me to believe there are buildings and things on the moon. So in the middle of those two real lit circled areas, you can see it looks like areas that are dug out, like trenches, but they're like in a maze, so I just like to call them the mazes. It's how I remember them. South of where we're at now, we'll try to bring it in. You can see what looks like cave entrances about south center, or just about damn near center right now. What it looks like to me is it comes, there's an entrance that goes from the south side, goes to the north, and actually enters into the first trench area. So I've looked at this a lot, so it's just take a look and you can kind of get an idea of what I mean. Really cool spot. Definitely something interesting to look at. So, we'll zoom out. We'll zoom in on some of this stuff and see what we got. Beautiful. There's a Plato crater, which is this large dark one. We'll zoom in on that some and see what we can get. Yeah, well, we got a bird over on the right side of the screen. That was kind of neat. Okay, I'm done focusing. Sorry about that. So yeah, You got the large crater, the darker one there is Plato. And then you have all these little, I guess you could say mountain ranges or some type of formations all around it. Yeah. Zoom in on here, and then I want to see if our satellite dish is still over by Mare Crisium and the plateau, so we'll go to that next. Just know one thing, man, the moon is just a super beautiful place, man. It is beautiful. Oh, I'm drifting hard. If you look on the edge here, you can see we've got something sticking off there, and it's a different color than the surroundings. Now, I find that strange. Don't know what it is. And that's my max zoom once it stops shaking. That'd be 8mm, and it doesn't do it much justice. But and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Let's zoom out just a little bit, and then let's hit the spot I was talking about, so I can stay on track here. May be too bright, but you can see that very bright circle right there. To the left is Mare Crisium, the Sea of Crisis, and on the right is what I call the plateau. I'm not seeing the satellite, but I have it in other photos. It just might be too damn bright. Can't remember at what phase of the moon I saw that in, but I would assume the terminator line was close to this area, so probably around 20% or something. Let's go ahead and zoom back out. Still a beautiful area, but wow. Here we are on the south central side of the screen. You have what I call the 9. Seems to be a crater that's kind of shaped like a 9. To the northwest of that, you have a couple of craters, but the larger of the two on the right side, there seems to be a horseshoe-shaped structure on the inside. Just looks that way, natural or not. just all these types of scars and lines and, you know, just weird stuff all over the moon. I'll zoom out some so we can get a little bit better view. Been a while since I filmed, so thought I saw something, but well, there we have the moon. At 91%. Boy, man, that's a beautiful fucking picture. Most beautiful thing I've seen all week, besides my wife. Look at this, man. This is our moon, man. Look. We got this large starburst. It's Copernicus. From our view, going to the northeast is Kepler. And then straight north, at least at this current time, that's Aristarchus. So a lot of cool stuff on the moon. No doubt about that, man. Leave off with the best shot of the night. I run a bird? Hell yeah. 2930. Alright guys, thanks for watching.